Day 22 of 25 days of visibility. And today we're talking about why your visibility matters in 2026. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm Rashonda Pratt, visibility and communication strategist, helping you, who is a hidden expert, go to authority. So glad that you are here. We are streaming live right now on my LinkedIn and YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button to Visibility is Power TV. I would love for us to stay connected beyond the 25 days of visibility. And I'm going to go ahead and say this because I've been thinking about this, I've been planning this, would love your insight. But I've enjoyed this so much. Yes, it has been a heavy lift to get back into doing a daily show. So going live for the past 22 days, but I've really enjoyed it and I'm looking into going into 2026 with my own visibility of coming back to doing a maybe not a daily show, but going live at least once a week. So I would love to hear from you all who have been here since the beginning. If you're just joining, if that's something that you're interested in, and I'd love for you to share in the comments what time of day, because I've been doing this 8:30 Eastern because that just kind of worked for me and my household. But I would love to hear from you. Is it 8:30? Is it mid morning? Definitely not in the afternoon. My house is too busy. But lunchtime, what works for you? I would love to hear from you. As always, as you're coming in, say hello to me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And also let me know what you are doing for the holidays. So, are you staying home? Do you have any special family traditions? We have special family traditions that I always buy our family pajamas. This year I was a little late getting to the family pajamas, but I got it done. And so we always wear our family pajamas. And there's a little town in our city that puts up a Christmas tree and all this stuff for the public to come and take pictures. And so we'll go do that, probably go look at Christmas lights, those kinds of things. And I am making a holiday charcuterie board. I look forward to that every year. All right, so those are some of the things that we're doing for the holidays. I would love to hear if you have any special traditions or anything that you're doing for the holidays. Make sure to drop those in the chat. So today we are talking about why visibility matters in 2026. Why, honestly, you should start now when it comes to your visibility and not wait to 2026 to get started. Because here's the thing, your competition is not waiting. They're not. They're already getting started. So today, let's talk about 2026 and why visibility matters more next year than ever before. Here's what I'm seeing, and maybe you're seeing it too. Most leaders are planning 2026 the same way they planned 2025. They'll post more on LinkedIn. They say they'll try to be more visible, or I'll get around to it. But 2026 is different. And if you don't see what's coming, you are going to be left behind. So today, I want to share with you 5 reasons why visibility matters more in 2026. Okay. Now, if you are watching me on LinkedIn, I'm noticing because I'm looking at my device, there's a little bit of a drag, or sometimes it will freeze. What I'm learning, especially on LinkedIn, this is not happening to those who are watching this on YouTube. Just come out, click out of it, X out of it, and then come back in. It's just dragging a little bit. Those who are in the replay audience, as always, make sure to use hashtag replay so I can know that you are here. So in 2026, when we're talking about visibility matter, the visibility matters, is not just more content, it's not just even showing up more, because the game is changing. And I need you to know that. So let's get into that. Before I get into the 5 reasons, let me show you what's happening right now. Show of hands if you're experiencing this on your timeline or even when it comes to your visibility. AI is flooding the internet with content. More content is being created in one day than we created all of 2010. Attention seems more fragmented than ever. People's feeds are full, overwhelmed with content. It seems to be really noisy in the online space. Can anybody agree? Right? Show me a show of hands and say, yeah, I agree. I get it. And most of it sounds the same. So here's the question. If everyone's creating content, if AI can write posts, if the internet is saturated, why does more visibility matter? Shouldn't it matter less? No, it matters more, but not in the way you think. Let me show you what I mean. Reason number one, AI makes generic content. Okay? AI makes generic content worthless, which means the human experience is now at a premium. Here's what's happening, and I use AI. AI can write a generic LinkedIn post, basic how to content, surface level advice, and summarize information. This is why I will assert this over and over again that we need to stop just copying, pasting what AI spits out to us and really work with AI in our human spark that you bring the humanness to the output. And we know that AI can do all the things that I mentioned in seconds. So here's the problem. If you're creating content that AI can write, your content is now worthless. But here's the opportunity. AI can't replace your lived experience, your specific frameworks, your unique point of view, your personal stories, your hard earned wisdom. That's what makes you visible. Not posting more, but posting what only you can say, showing up like only you can. So, for example, AI can write this 5 tips for better leadership, but AI can't write after 20 years of leading teams through 3 mergers. Here's what I've learned about keeping culture intact when everything else is changing. See the difference? One is generic, one is you. So in 2026, generic content is going to make you invisible, but human experience, that is premium. So if you're not visible with your unique experience, AI will drown you out. That's reason one. Let's keep this going. Reason number two, decision makers are researching you before they meet you. Yeah, we used to do it all the time in TV news. So before they hire you, promote you, invest in you, partner with you, book you to speak, they Google you or even now ChatGPT you. They check your LinkedIn, they watch your YouTube, they read your newsletter. And if they find nothing, you're not in the running. It's not enough to be good at what you do. You have to be visible doing it. In 2026, in being invisible can equal unqualified, even if you're the best. So your digital presence is your executive presence. If you're not visible, you're not even in the conversation. Reason three, sharing with you the 5 reasons why you need to be visible in 2026. If this is helpful, give me a thumbs up. Also, do me a favor. Would you be so kind and share this with another leader who needs to be a part of this conversation? Natalie, as always, thank you so much for joining and taking notes. I'm glad that you are here. Reason number three, your competition is getting visible. And even if you're not, they're winning opportunities that should be yours. Here's the truth. While you're waiting until you're ready, someone else is already posting, going live, building their audience, and becoming the go to expert. And when the opportunity comes, the call, the referral, the speaking opportunity, the board seat, the partnership, it goes to the person who showed up, not necessarily the most qualified, the most visible. So visibility equals opportunities. Being invisible means you continue being passed over. You can be the best kept secret or you can be the go to authority. It's your choice and your decision every single time. Now, reason number four, trust is built through consistent visibility. Trust is built through consistent visibility. Here's what people don't really understand. One post doesn't build trust. One video doesn't build credibility. One article doesn't make you an authority. Consistency does. People need to see you show up week after week with valuable insights, with a clear POV, with depth and substance. That's when they think, oh, this person knows their stuff. This person is committed. This person is the real deal. So in 2026, visibility isn't a campaign, it's a commitment. 1 month of posting won't cut it. You need a system. And this is why I want to work with about 5 to 7 leaders on creating their visibility system going into 2026 with our 90-day visibility sprint. A part of that sprint is sharing some of the very same frameworks that I've shared with you during these 25 days of visibility. But we go deep into these frameworks and how to apply them, like the 5 V's of production. I show you actually how to implement that into your visibility system. I show you how to take your one idea and expand its reach across several platforms. For many of you, you keep starting Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday at day one and not take a look at, okay, what's in my content vault? What is the things that I have so I can build a system? That is the 90-day sprint. We are onboarding people right now, and I would love for you to be a part of that. If that's something that you want to know more about, please send me a DM and I'll send you the link so you can check it out. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. So, the leaders who win in 2026, they're not the ones who try visibility for a month. They're the ones who commit to showing up consistently, week after week, month after month, building trust through repetition. They're building the reps. That's how you become the person people call. Not because they saw you once, but because they saw you consistently. This is how I have been able to build a visible brand, is doing this right here. Showing up consistently with the same message, showing up consistently, right, with the same insight. And I'm telling you, you want to win in 2026, that's what people need to see. Reason number five, 2026 is when the visibility gaps become permanent. This one is really important. 2026 is when the visibility gap becomes permanent. Here's what I mean. Right now, we're at a turning point. Some leaders are investing in visibility, building their platforms, creating their content systems, establishing their authority. Others are waiting. I'll do it later. I'm too busy right now. I'll start next year. But here's the problem, 2026 is the year the gap becomes permanent. Think about it. If someone started building their LinkedIn presence in 2023, by 2026, they would have 3 years of content, 10,000 plus followers, right? Proven frameworks, speaking opportunities, media features, and a reputation as a thought leader. You can't catch up to that in 3 months. The visibility gap is widening, folks. And 2026 is the year it becomes nearly impossible to close. So here's my question for you. Do you want to build your visibility in 2026? Or do you want to be explaining why you're 3 years behind? The leaders who start now will own 2026. The leaders who wait until 2026 will start playing catch up. That's why your visibility matters more in 2026. So here's a quick recap of the 5 reasons why Visibility matters more in 2026. Number one, we have AI generated generic content. So your human expertise is now premium. If you're not visible with your unique insights, you'll be drowned out in the noise. Two, decision makers are researching you before they even meet you. So your digital presence is your executive presence. Invisible equals you're not qualified. Your competitors are getting visible. While you wait, they're winning opportunities that should be yours. Four, trust is built through consistent visibility. One post won't cut it. You need a system for showing up week after week. And number five, 2026 is when the visibility gap becomes permanent. Leaders building now will own 2026. The ones who wait will spend the year playing catch up. So the bottom line, your visibility in 2026 is not optional. It's strategic. So here's what I need you to do because action cures all, and I want you to take some action with what you're hearing today. And so, step number one, the first place for us to start owning 2026 is make a decision. Decide. Are you going to prioritize visibility in 2026 or not? Don't say, I'll try. This is simply a yes or no. Make a decision. Step two, build your system. If you said yes, you need a system, not post when you feel like it, but a repeatable process for showing up consistently. Step three, start now, not January 1, right now. The leaders who own 2026 are the ones who start building in December 2025. And if you need help building your system, that is what the 90-day visibility sprint is all about. We launch on January 15th. And this is where we build your visibility strategy, create your content systems, establish your thought leadership, and make you the go to authority in your space. It's 90 days working with me. It's bi-weekly. So we have bi-weekly meetings with me via Zoom. Just imagine that. 5 to 7 other thought leaders and you with me on a Zoom. If you have found this content that I'm sharing with you over the almost 25 days to be impactful, imagine what it's like to have me as your partner, your support, your accountability for 90 days, meeting bi-weekly. Okay. On top of that, you get a complete content vault library full of my frameworks, my best practices, my insights, because my job is to take what I've learned 20 years as a television news producer and make it easier for you. You don't have to walk the same journey that I walked, right? There are some things that I've learned and insights that I have that I'm shortening and shrinking the process for you. And here's the thing, I only want to work with 5 or 7 leaders. And the reason why I'm keeping it small and intimate is because I want this to be very high touch. So I would love for you to be a part of it. If you go to RashondaPratt.com, you will see details about the sprint right there. And I'm going to also add it in the chat here as well. While we're doing that, I would love to know if you have any questions before we wrap up here today. Um, if you have any questions, post those in the comments, and then I'll make sure to get to those as well. So I'm going to put the link here so you all can see it and take a look at it. Okay. I'm going to put this in as a post. Okay, I just added it to the comments there. I'll just pop it on the screen there. RashondaPratt.com/services. You can see it right there. All right. So please don't wait because 2026 won't wait for you. Here's what I need you to understand. Visibility isn't vanity. Visibility is leadership. And when you're visible, you can create opportunities for yourself and others, open doors for your team, amplify your impact, and multiply your influence. When you're invisible, your expertise dies with you. 2026 will reward the leaders who show up, not perfectly, not with all the answers, but consistently. The question isn't whether you can build visibility, the question is whether you will. And I really hope your answer is yes, because we need leaders, more leaders like you showing up. Right there in the comments, I'd love for you to drop my 2026 visibility commitment is, and then that one thing. Thank you so much for being here. We have 3 more days to go before we wrap up our 25 days of visibility. I am so excited about your future and what you're building, and I'm glad that we are doing it together. And I would love to continue to build starting January 15th your visibility in 90 days. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here live on Visibility is Power TV on YouTube and on my LinkedIn page, Rashonda E. Pratt. Talk to you soon.